Hi, this is Dan.
And Phil.
When we aren't dropping intellectually sound and irreverent jokes, we also try to pay the bills with our numerous professional skills.
Yes, Dan, we do indeed. If any of our listeners need any of the following services, they should email us at donate@twobroketwimbos.com.
That's right. Maybe we should actually list some of those services.
That sounds like a good idea. We have brand management, content marketing, event hosting, social media management, and influencer marketing. If anyone needs help with online marketing solutions, they should get hold of us.
Let's give them that email again.
That's donate@twobroketwimbos.com. Donate@twobroketwimbos.com. That is DONATE@2broketwimbos.com.
Or, if you're not going to email us, you can go to twobroketwimbos.com/contact for a full rundown of our services. Anyway, let's now get on to the story. Thanks for listening.
We broke, we ain't got it. Broke, we ain't got it. Don't spend no money, ain't got no clothes, ain't got no cars, ain't got no hoes. We broke. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now listening. 1, 2, broke. We broke.
Microphone check's done. We in effect right now. My name's Danny, that guy, aka Danias, aka the only guy, aka your girlfriend probably pities me, aka Dan Mo. When you look inside my wallet, it's more like Dan Less. Phil's not here today because he can't afford to buy bundles for his internet, but that's okay because I've got 6 people up in this studio representing VeryUs, which is the brand new electronic label, I guess, that's in town, but we'll get into that in a second. It's Two Broke Twimbos, man. We're 3 years old. I hope you guys managed to listen to the 3-year-old anniversary episode, because I don't think we've spoken nonsense like that since we started. Just to let you know what's going on, we got in touch with Verseless. I know him as Philo, man. What up, man?
What's good?
Chillin', man. Thanks for coming through. And for a long time, man, we've been talking about, man, we need to get you on Two Broke Twimbos and whatever. And I think finally it was like can no longer hold it off type of situation.
Definitely.
All right, so if you don't know who Verseless is, he used to go by the name Philo. He was well known for beatboxing and production, and he had these like eclectic kind of like from far out there type of productions. It was never really mainstream, but I guess as time moves on and sound progresses, things change. And recently, Verseless has been involved with the production of a whole bunch of some of Zimbabwe's hits. So it's dope that we got you here, but it's also dope that you decided to start your own label.
Yeah.
Is label the correct word for it?
More like a stable.
Stable,
What?
right?
Yes.
Because it's full of horses. It's called VeryUs. Okay, part of this stable, this music stable called VeryUs. That's VeryUs, because VeryUs. I can see that. I can see what you're trying, man. I see you. I see what you were doing with that.
Bars.
Yeah. In this particular stable, we've got Chengeto, Brown, Mile, Ubu, Fluid, Rue, and Marcques. Marcques is the only one who isn't here. Shout out to Marcques, man. We've been trying to do an individual episode with Marcques as well. I don't know why it's so difficult to lock down. I was one of my favorite rappers at some point.
Don't worry, you'll come. We'll break him here.
Cool. But barring Marcques, let's do introductions of who we got here. What's your name?
My name is Chengeto Brown.
Why are you speaking like this?
Nah, what's up?
Okay, Chengeto in the building. You've literally just released your first single.
I know.
But you're already like all over
Everywhere.
TV,
Yeah, we must.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, consistency is key, you know.
Yo, why was only half your face showing in the What You Want video?
You know what? Like, Blacks is really weird, but like, you know, in that creative way, not in like a negative way, but like that creative way. Anyways. And he was like, you know, your lips, I don't know. He had a vision. And like, I couldn't sway him from that vision. I was like, no, you need to show my whole face. Like, that doesn't make sense. You made me do that shot for like 15 like takes, like put my face on it. But yeah, he had a vision, you know.
I thought you were going to say something like I had a pimple on my phone. Cool. All right.
So what happened?
So we're going to talk to Chengeto as well. Who else we got in here? What's your name?
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Rue.
Hey, Rue.
What's poppin'?
Why you weren't speaking like this just now?
What's poppin'?
Swear down, she was in here. My name is Rue.
Such a liar! What's up, guys?
What do you do, Rue?
I sing.
Well,
Obviously.
duh. I mean, can you give me more information than that?
Okay, well, I started taking like my music seriously in the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I came back in July, did a BBA
From Cyprus?
Paris.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's Rue.
Yes. Qu'est-ce que tu parles français?
Oui, oui.
So yeah, I did my undergrad, came back, decided to take my music seriously. From then, I just started trying to make sure I had sessions, trying to build up my material, and this is where we are now.
All right. We got Rue. We also got...
That was a good accent, by the way.
No, I'm just playing. I'm acting like I don't know how to speak Francais. I don't know how to speak. Ubu. I mean, sorry, who are you?
Oh, wow. You already said my name. Ubu is my name. And
Cool.
And then
Moving on.
now what?
I've heard of you, but tell me.
Well, is the mic okay now?
Yeah, the mic is cool. I just keep
Okay.
moving it because you're swaying.
Okay. Well, I've been singing for a long time, choirs and whatnot, but recently is when I decided to take my music seriously as well. And I was lucky to find Verseless, and he took me seriously, so here we are.
Are you also recently coming in from...
Nah, man, I've been in Zim. Proud Zimbo, Gigi.
No, Glenlawn, Bordeaux, Gigi.
Yeah, hold up, guy.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay, we've got confirm. You do like a whole, like a very spiritual type of, like it's not like you're not Selena Gomez.
No,
you're
I'm
more
not.
Erykah Badu type.
Yes, I'm with it
There we
because
go.
I'm Debele, I'm Shona, and a little bit of English. So that's all of that in my music.
All right, cool. Okay, we've had this guy on the show before.
Hello.
What up? Who are you?
Ndonzi Takunda. Nah, I'm tripping. Mile here. How y'all doing? R&B singer, rapper extraordinaire.
Yeah, last time we had him here, we thoroughly broke down his the release of his EP and each single, and we had an interesting discussion. I remember about the state of Zim music and so on. It was great. It was actually a really good episode. You guys should scroll up and listen to it if you haven't had a chance. But Mile, welcome. We're probably gonna speak least to you, I think.
Really?
Because I mean, we've already
Been there, done that. Shade.
All right, and someone else in here who's
The man
handling
behind.
the
Do you speak
he was on the camera and he was speaking to the camera like it's a mic, but that's cool. What up, man?
Fluid.
Fluid.
Yeah, my name is Fluid. Yeah.
Shout out to you. What do you do?
I rap, I write songs, I sing, I play mbira. Yeah.
Shout
Dope.
out to Mbira players.
Yeah, 'cause
I
with them
dance
fingers, with
also.
them fingers, they got. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I dance also.
I dabble myself in. Cool dance. All right, cool. So within VeryUs, your role is mostly what?
It's just the songs. I just write and sing, and probably I think I'm gonna be writing songs maybe for the group also if they feel my vibe. Guys, do you feel my vibe?
Okay. Dial down the creepiness a little bit. No, but on a serious tip, I mean, we heard, and obviously Philo sent the information that there's this new music stable in town called VeryUs. So I think we should start off with you, man. Verseless, not Philo. Verseless. So what was the whole idea behind putting together this group? Why didn't you just continue producing?
Well, the industry is really weird in the sense that, especially with what I made, right? I felt like I was just going on a slow path to success. So I felt like, look, I'm going to get these people who think like me, who want to create music like me. So I decided to band everyone together, actually, so we have more content and more of an impact. Because as well, like it's like I took a lot of examples from outside as well, like how the industry is, like ASAP or TDE and so on and so forth. So I just incorporated that into what I do.
Here's the thing, though. You see, outside, normally what happens is, like, you start doing your thing under someone else. you achieve a certain level of success, and then you're now taking advantage of that success to bring up your people into whatever stable or label you have.
Yeah.
I know there's a few instances where someone can just start off in that way, but I mean, like you've had a couple of hit tracks, but no offense, but I don't think you're not yet a household name. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, because at the end of the day, it's all about impact. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a statement. You know what I mean? That as much as, yes, I can go completely left side and make music that's not even for Zimbabwe at all, but I can also make something.
Most of the stuff
I know, that's like pretty much everything. But at the same time, I can still accommodate Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So in other words, this is kind of like, look, we are different, but we're still Zimbabwean. We can appeal to both sides, international and local.
All right.
Yeah.
Dope. Was there particular criteria used in selecting these artists that you wanted to join you?
Two things. One was just timing. I think everyone was working on a project at the time. So, and I was heavily involved. So that was a big thing. And secondly, the most important was not limiting yourself as an artist. I know some people like to limit themselves, or they think, I need to make a song like this because, the industry will take it nicely, whatever.
Yeah.
But really, at the end of the day, these songs that have, like, these trends are because someone decided to just break out and do something just different to everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, think of it like Timbo would take Indian drums and somehow make it pop. You know what I mean? No one was thinking of that in the US, but look at where he is now.
Yeah. Except, I feel like he did that after. But anyway, you know what? It's whatever. It's cool. All right, let's talk a little bit about your actual history and journey and so on. So I remember early days, man. Even by your house, actually, you'd play me some of the stuff that you were working on, which was like really. It was very Dead Mouse, very
EDM-ey inspired.
More than EDM, bro. It was like if Transformers were on acid. And then they started fighting.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Over a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that happened.
That would be the
No, but
bad
I like obviously I was into EDM quite a bit at the time, so I mean I was feeling some of it, but how did that go? Is that how you started producing?
I actually started in hip hop, actually. All because of these big hip hop producers, Pharrell, Twimbos, Swizz, and what happened was that I just became a sponge, and I just started sucking up a whole lot of different sounds because I was in Malaysia as well, so there's a whole lot of nationalities, there's a whole lot of music coming from all angles, you know what I mean? So I was starting to incorporate Indian music, Malay music, Chinese music even, and it just that's what happened, and it just kept evolving. So like by the time you met me, I was already kind of in that space where I had a lot of sounds, and I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all this stuff. Yeah.
All right. Dope. And was there anything that actually popped off or caught on to anything from that particular period when you were experimenting with that EDM?
Yes. I think my one thing that I'm really proud of, actually something that I made, is called Afrofuture. It's a genre. So basically
Afrofuture.
Future.
Afrofuture. All right.
So basically it combines the melodies of like Western music.
It's basically like if you take Ciara and make her pregnant and then you leave her. But on this continent. Exactly.
Yes.
Wow.
With African drums.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Afrofuture.
Afrofuture, guys. You don't get it?
You didn't understand that. These guys are slow.
That's why you get ambulances, girl. Anyway.
So basically that's the idea. It was to combine Western melodies with the African drums.
Yeah.
Because at that time I was listening to a genre called future bass, which is very melodic. Like it combines like a lot of R&B stuff, but with like trap and house and many other genres. But I was like, look, I can combine this with African drums. No one has ever done that before. So that's what happened.
Oh, dope. All right. And what came out of that?
I released an EP last year in February called Home. Just 4 tracks.
Yeah.
But it gained quite a lot of popularity amongst like really art enthusiasts. Like
It had a bit of radio play as well.
Yeah.
I remember. Which song? Okay, I'll have to check which song, but there was a song that got a bit of radio play. But again, it wasn't mainstream, you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't really. But I think that's the thing. It was like I was still trying to find that sound to make it a bit more mainstream, but at the same time, I was trying to keep it. I don't know. I was trying to find that balance, you know. But really, I really enjoyed that moment.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna ask you to tell me the background of why each person joined. So let's start with Chengeto. Okay. So how did that happen?
Oh my God.
How did that happen?
Well, there was a song.
Feel free to call him out if he's lying.
I know Versus is an honest man. He's an honest. Go ahead. You got it. You got it.
Money from 3 years
There
ago.
was a song. We worked on the song. The song didn't come out, but because of that song,
You guys
inspiration
fell in
flowed.
love?
Flowed.
Musically, yeah.
Yes. But
I definitely just said something I should have said on air. Anyways, no. What happened was I met Verseless through who introduced me to you? Tags? No, I don't even remember, bruh.
All I remember was 2 Under mentioned you.
Yes. So we linked up, and so at first I was like, okay, he makes pretty cool beats. All right, cool. Then there was a time where I was supposed to release a song called Ndiye-wacho, but internal problems, politics, yada yada yada.
We'll talk about that.
Anyways, so from that, we weren't able to really go with that project the way we wanted to. But during that process, I think we both just kind of recognized that we both have that passion. And it's really important when you're doing the whole music thing to have someone with passion involved and wada. And then he was like, hey, let's do this VeryUs thing. And I was like, you know what? Let's go. And then also, because, I definitely want him to be producing a lot of my stuff. So, yeah, made sense.
And here we are.
All right. So y'all just like, hey, I'm starting a music stable. You want to be part of it?
I'm like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm not really doing
not even a problem. Like, I mean, like
ever.
next week I had like something else, but I can reschedule.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Tell me about your story, Chengeto. How come we only hear about your music now after you teamed up with Amara?
Whoa. That's such an interesting statement.
It is, because...
No, it's like the way that you did the word placement. That was smart. I see what you're trying to do there. Good look. Ask that question one more time.
I want to know.
Yes.
Why, because you've always been musical.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
So how come we are only hearing about your music now?
Now. Okay, let's see. So I started music when I was in the States, when I was in Seattle. That was like, 2015? But then around that time, my little sister passed away. So then I was like, losing focus. Then kind of just had to recuperate everything. And then I went to France last year. And I started doing live shows more so I could get comfortable on stage and stuff like that. Then I came back home, and then there was another loss in the family. So we kind of had to deal with that. And then from that, What You Want was created. And at the same time, I'd started working on my music now. And, in trying to make sure that we kind of just gave What You Want the right focus, I kind of just put myself on hold for like a second, because it was really cool doing that project with Amara and everything. Then What You Want happened, and then I started working on my music, and then Ndiye-wacho was supposed to be the first song that I was supposed to put out, and then, things just kind of went south from there. And then I just, again, had to get back to a place where I just felt really focused, and now I'm there, so.
I feel like our people, our listeners, both of them, would like to know.
Oh, God.
A little bit more detail just about that whole period of time, because no one else is ever going to know it, and I feel free to share what you can share. But even from before Ndiye-wacho, you said there was a project you were working on with Amara, separate to What You Want.
Yes. You want me to?
What happened to it?
No, you know what? It's kind of weird because I think everyone in this room can kind of relate to it. As an artist, you go through different phases. So you can record something and feel really good about it, but you can wake up next week after doing something else and you're like, maybe not. So, I mean, when I first got here, I had this song, Can't Get Enough, that I did with Tags.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I could do this. But then it just didn't, my heart wasn't 100% in it. And then Don't Go was the next one with this producer. I forgot his name. No, Tolga, that's his name. Tolga.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to
And
Tolga, man.
yeah, but then that didn't work out because of, just money issues and people, industry stuff. And then, so I kind of just left that. And then I redid Don't Go with a different producer, but he just didn't have the touch that Tolga had. So then it was just like, letting it go. Then it was Ndiye Wacho. So all this happened while What You Want was happening. So just all these little, little breaks and holes in the road and whatever. Namos.
Was there ever any pressure, either from being part of the Brown family or from your sister?
Major pressure. I mean, there's always pressure. I won't necessarily say for my sister, though, because she understands that pressure as well. But
I mean, what if you wanted to be an accountant? You know what I mean? What if...
That is so crazy because I used to be one.
I'm just saying, like, what if you wanted...
I used to do that at Wells Fargo. Oh, my God. Anyways, but
all that fraud now makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Anyways, but... yeah, I didn't have to order 15 pizza. But anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I was trying to say is, there's always pressure. There's always pressure. That's why I'm in a place where I don't want to go by Chengeto Brown. I just want to go by Chengeto. Because my mom sort of did the same thing where, yes, everyone knows her as Chioniso Marere, but her stage name was Chioniso. She dropped that name. Not out of saying I'm not going to pay respect to that legacy that I have, but I kind of want to create my own artist. So it's kind of crazy because then people expect you to be like the people, especially when you look like them. It's even, like 10 times more.
What? No.
Oh, my God. Really? Anyways. But, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pressure, but we fight through it, I don't really let it get to me at the end of the day.
Cool.
Chilling.
Cool. Then, Ndiye Wacho?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we saw the announcements. Hey, brand new single coming out.
It was, the hype was real. Man, the hype was real.
You had radio bookings. It was like, hey, 5 days to go.
Just count down everything. Last day before the release, haywire. Internal politics.
Come on, give me something, Ching.
No, man, listen. I was, working with the manager I was working with. And, we just got to a place where... It just wasn't working to work together anymore, and in that process, emotions get involved. Mm-hmm. And when it's over something that you're passionate about, and we're both people who are very passionate about music, so, it just kind of, it hit a brick wall, and it was just kind of like, okay, we're going to just kind of part ways, but it was hard because that project was something that we both put a lot of energy into. Mm. I think especially for him, he did play his part that he did as a manager, in coming to studio sessions and stuff like that. So it was kind of it was easier to let that project just go instead of trying to hark at it for so long, because that just creates more, commotion. So that's what happened. Why are you looking at me like that?
Cool. No, I'm waiting to see if there's going to be any more information, but cool.
No,
right.
Yeah, that's really it, to be honest.
All right.
To be honest.
Dope. All right. So then you decided on releasing something else.
Yes, I did. And then I went to Verseless because, to be honest, I'm also the type of artist, I definitely want to accommodate to the local side of everything because I love my roots, love the Zimbabwe, yada, yada, yada. At the same time, I'm trying to make money. So... but on a serious note, it's also important to have someone you can work with that also does understand that internationally you're going to have to change your sound to kind of work for that. And he gets that. So here we are. We just kind of went back to the ting.
All right. Cool. What else would we want to know about Chengeto? Tell me. I do a top 10 African show now on ZFM.
Okay.
And I basically follow some of the biggest songs in Africa. Obviously, my long-term agenda is to try and make sure that Zimbabwe features on the same levels as Nigeria and South Africa, and these days even Ghana. But that What You Want song it's like popping.
It's popping.
Yeah. It was, I think last week it was number 6 on Trace Africa.
What?
Which is a pretty big deal. And
number
stuff
5,
like
actually.
Number 5, yeah?
Hey.
So, and that means, it's beating out the likes of the P Squares and the whatever on Trace Africa.
Yeah.
Firstly, what's up with the snake?
Look, the song is talking about what you think.
Person who asked that question.
Oh, you want to know too,
some people...
Yes.
No, guys, let me tell you. All right, look, first off, let's just put aside the fact that we're all African. We got this weird phobia for snakes, okay?
I love snakes. I don't know what you're talking
about.
You
sure?
Nah. Miles like, oh, hell no.
No, seriously, let's just really talk about that. And so let's just put that aside. Now, the song, the concept we had is this dude who's just playing games. Like, you playing games. Like, you talking about you feeling me, but you're not really showing that you're feeling me, and you still got a girl, and you're still trying, all these little complicated things. And you know how, like, we do say men are snakes and stuff like that. It's a female thing. Y'all may not know that, but it's a thing that happens. So Amara, being the artistic person that she is, while we're writing out the script, she was just like, let's get a snake. And I was like, you know what? That's a really good idea, but you're gonna have this snake on you, because I can't do it, because I'm scared of everything, and I'm small, and it's just, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know if I trust the people on the set to save my life if this snake just decides to, whatever. So yeah. And we went, and actually the first snake we got was pretty small. It was too small. So, and its name was Mr. Brown, funny enough. But
the snake? Snake? Okay.
Yeah, that's the snake on What You Want. But the other snake, we called her Mara. Mara got to name it. It's all weird stuff. Anyways, so, I don't know if you guys have seen the picture with the Mara with the little snake on her hand, and she's like, no, on Instagram. Anyways, so that was one was supposed to be. Then that one, I guess Mara decided was too small. So
where did you get it?
No, we went to the snake park.
Okay.
Right. But then, but this is the crazy thing, you guys. The second day of shooting, we're at Maestro, so we're upstairs are doing the thing, and that's what she's supposed to do, the scene with the snake. So I'm expecting the little snake to come. And this, this white guy just comes in with, like, the sack over his shoulder, and Blacks is like, okay, the guy's here. And I'm like, what guy? What's going on, guys? What's in the sack? This guy just opens it, and the snake just drops on the floor. I ran out. I'm not going to lie. I ran all the way downstairs. And my manager at the time was just like, bro, what are you doing? Come back up. You have to work. And I was like, shit. Okay, cool. And then, sorry.
It's fine.
And then went back upstairs. And then, Amara, she was chilling. She was just, and it worked. And, a lot of people went crazy over the whole concept. But, to be honest, it was just an artistic view, like the guy's a snake, trying to get between your legs and stuff. So, yeah.
Why?
You still don't get it?
No, I get it.
Yeah, you get
I think most people got it.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Y'all
makes
was
sense.
just
I mean, you're talking
extra.
about... But yeah, Zimbabweans, man. We stress over the littlest things. Like I don't know why. For the life of me, I was going through the YouTube comments. Why, Dan? Why? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I was just reading people talking about snakes and Illuminati and Satan and whatnot.
Guys.
Anyway, have you seen any evidence or whatever the positive version of blowback is from having like a lot of attention on that song?
Definitely. I mean, typical, kind of story where it's like, you make that good song, it goes out, it blows up, people really like it, you walk around, people are like, what's going on, a lot more calls come in, a lot more shows open up, and then everybody, you become more relevant. You know what I mean? So it has been positive. I mean, being on Trace Africa, come on. Like, seriously. Somebody had told me that last year, at this time, next year, you're going to be, I would have never believed that. So it's really just a blessing at the end of the day.
All right.
Chilling with it.
Is just for the sake of understanding the mechanics of the song, it's Amara Brown featuring Chengeto.
Yes, it is.
It's not Amara and Chengeto.
Yeah.
I don't know who's got the rights to the song.
Oh my God, no! It's Amara Brown featuring Chengeto.
Cool.
Yes, it says that on the. Danny, why are you playing these games?
Asking.
I'm not about to do it. Versus, get your guy, bro.
Verseless. All right, let's talk to Rue. Please tell me how you did the thing with her. I mean, no,
Danny.
No, man.
Danny, why? Why? Oh?
How you got the VeryUs thing? Come on, man,
okay,
guys.
Okay.
You be professionals.
All right.
Guys, seriousness. Oh my God.
With Rue, when did we meet? It was some time back.
Oh my guy.
It was long back. So what happened was, the one time I actually remember clearly was when she approached me for a song. There was a EDM song, full blast EDM.
How did she approach? Was it like Verseless?
Can you please make?
It wasn't Verseless back then. It was still Philo. I don't know. Like, I can't.
Is it me? It's getting hot in here.
No,
Sorry,
it wasn't like that. But like, we worked on the song, and like, you went back to study. So that's why it was just this period of silence. And she came back, obviously, that she was like, I need songs now.
What were you studying?
Marketing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's obviously when she came back, did another song. We actually did Down. Did like a really rough sketch of it. And then took a while for the beat to really develop to what it is now. And that's by the time we wanted to release it, that's when VeryUs, the idea came up and she jumped on board. To keep it simple.
Rue,
Yes.
tell me what the music scene is like in Paris. What's like really popping out there? It's mostly EDM, right?
EDM, European house, a lot of pop. They're starting to shift into this. It's like Afro beats, but in French.
So, okay, very recently, it was actually Phil. By the way, I told Phil that we had started the interview. Is he able to join? And he's like, he can't. But he said, please let Philo know that I'm really impressed with the project.
Yay!
Which is very rare for Phil to say nice things. Thug life.
Yay!
So, no, Phil told me about an artist from, I don't know, one of these francophone countries, I've not forgotten, called okay.
You know, Strame.
MDOM.
Is it Strame?
No.
Strame.
MDM.
Okay, it's basically is an African rapper who's huge, but we never see him because we don't really listen to francophone type music. And apparently, like, he was on the charts in France and whatever.
I think that's the song I'm talking about.
Yeah, tell me.
It's kind of like it's an Afrobeat kind of sound. I think that's the lane he's actually going into. It's a very popular song. Played it everywhere. I don't understand it, but I just bump to it. I like the beat.
Yeah, so
It's very difficult for international people to break into that side. Very, very difficult. Because French people are very arrogant. If you don't speak French, there's no story. It's very difficult for you to really, like, make the moves you'd want to make. Unless you're fluent in French, then, yeah, sing something in French and cool. Because I had a friend of mine who's actually a producer at Sony France. And he wanted to do something with me, and they were actually asking him, can she sing in French? And
can you?
No.
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 So it was just one of those.
So you never really did anything out there?
I did in Malaysia. I actually won a show, 2012. Okay, summary.
No, don't summary.
Moved to Malaysia when I was 13, lived there for almost 10 years, won a music show, they offered me a contract. I said no because they basically wanted me to be a slave. I was not about to be a slave. So the prize was 15,000 ringgit, which is almost like $10,000 at the time. And instead of giving it to me 80 prize, they decided to offer it to me as a contract. And that 15,000 ringgit would pay for your studios and all that. So basically, it was them trying to close you. Yeah. So sent it to a team of lawyers and all of that. It was just read throughout, telling them, no, you guys need to change this. Your percentages are that. And they refused. And I said, fine, if you're not going to work with me and if you're not going to meet in the middle, I'm good. I don't need to take it.
But
no, as an artist, you need to have integrity.
man, we could be balling out here right now. Come on, yo.
Know your self-worth. One, as an artist. Two, you will get yourself mixed up in some messy stuff you won't be able to get out of, because that contract was for like 5-6 years.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
right,
about
I'm
to
actually
do
just
that.
being I'm trolling, but okay, cool.
So shift that, came back, did a bit. That's when I started working on. I think that's when we started working on Reason. I did. One of the holidays, yeah.
Yeah.
I shipped back, went to Paris, actually. Then just focused on school because I was like, you know what, I'm done. Because that whole situation pissed me off. And it's kind of discouraging. And I think that was the first time I got to see, you know what, the music industry is actually full of crap. Because people will take advantage of your gift. And if you don't pay attention, you will get taken advantage of. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Focus on my schoolwork. Came back, and now it's do-wop pap pap. So last year I did a fashion show and with Shasha. Then I did the launch for Reason at 1+1. And yeah, this is where we are now, man.
Reason was pretty popping as well. I mean, it wasn't a smash hit, but it was like a solid offering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Shout outs to you, I
Take that as
guess.
a compliment.
It is. I just mean when I'm describing it, I'm talking in terms of commercial success, not necessarily in reference to a ability extension. Okay, so I'm catching a general theme here. Okay, I don't know why in my head I had the assumption that this was going to be very much a. Of course, you didn't put her phone on silent. It's Rue. It's Rue. Everyone, it was Rue.
Oh my god!
I did.
Philo, I was thinking that, when you put this together, obviously your initial rollout plan was to release a song by each artist, one a day for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed at some point that it was almost like a group, like I don't know, Young Money, Cash Money, who were making songs here, or like Military Movement.
Oh god.
That was the assumption in my head.
Mm.
What? Why is everyone being weird about this?
No, it's not the first time I'm hearing of this, though.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned to you, like I had an interview last week, and they brought up the same thing. Someone asked and said, I feel like VeryUs is a bougie, bad and bougie version of MTM. I was like, okay, if that's how you feel, we'll take it. If that's how you feel.
Alright, but that's not what it is. It's a much looser collection, I would imagine.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. All right. So basically that means working with Verseless means you're probably going to release a couple of songs. But do your contracts allow you to release songs with other producers and under other labels? Come on, guys. Why is everyone looking at me
But the
weird?
thing is, like, with Zim, you need to be very careful who you sign to, who you choose to work with. And I think with all of us, the idea is we want a very well-bodied piece of work. So you can work with different people to get the sound that you want and to have the kind of EP that you want. For me personally, I like working with different people because I learn different sounds. I pick up on different sounds from different people. So you can have Philo's the best person to work with if you're looking at EDM, Shana Electro, like the white people stuff,
Oh god.
And then if you want something, I swear, but it's true though.
I just want to say, going forward, if ever VeryUs needs a spokesperson for the media, PR, it shouldn't be Rue.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Miles, shout out to you.
You know
the guy,
what?
bro. You the guy.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. I mean, Ben Carson got in trouble for talking about some stuff, and I mean, it just needed someone to rephrase what he was saying.
Hans G slaves immigrants.
That's
Let's not even
basically
talk
what
about
it
that. That was just insane.
No.
But yeah, that was
president.
pretty crazy.
No.
But I was gonna say that from what you asked, I think definitely something in this group that we kind of all know is like we're not like being locked down to something. It's not like Versus is out here like your minds, like put some respect on the name, like like that's not what he's doing. He's not doing it. He's more like like Drake. And how he does OVO, maybe. Should we say that? Is that a good?
Nah, I thought.
No, he did some messed up things. So never mind. Scratch that.
Drake,
Scratch that. He's not that cool. Because party out here is still in the woods. Like he needs to come out to the light. And Drake is just stopping his shine. But anyways, no, yeah, we're not on lockdown. And Versus is also the type of person where he said stuff like you guys can go make stuff made elsewhere just as long as it comes back here and we hear it. And we all agreed that, it's good and it's dope. And, yeah, take it from there. But, yeah, we free. We free out here. Don't worry.
All right.
We free.
Cool. Thank you, Rue. Can we see? First, please tell me how you linked up with Ubu. Lank up? Lank up. How you lank up? How you
Was
link
it
up? Linked up, is that right?
Yeah.
How you linked in with
LinkedIn.com? Was it Shaki's launch properly?
Shaggy?
Sharky.
I think it was Shaki's launch. So,
Are you serious right now, Chengeto?
What?
Baka, Ipa, man.
That wasn't right, but yeah, that.
all right. But anyway,
Oh, is he an artist?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why is his name Sharky?
Yeah, let's just keep it. Let's just.
I might offend the wrong
Let's just bury that.
I'm supposed to be for the people.
Sharky is an artist.
Well, shout out to you, Shaggy. I'm just playing around with your biggest fan.
so, Ubu is actually in events as well. So we actually met through Shaki's launch, and I went to support my boy with his album launch, and met through the grapevine. You know, my group.
What way?
my group. Shout out to
It
Zulu.
was actually the Zulu. Okay, check it
Listen,
out.
can we
Anyway.
focus on?
All right. So then, at the time, I was in that mindset now of actually building, you know, the group. You know, building.
Sorry, Fab, I'm just going to interrupt you for a second.
Okay.
Keep talking, but I'm just going to go open the door because Chengeto wants to go pee.
Wow.
Thank you for letting us know.
All right,
We appreciate
thank you. All right, so, at that time, I was just like trying to build a team, and because like I reached a point where I was just tired of doing everything myself. You know what I mean? Like when it came to my process, I would make the music, record vocals, whatever, mix, master, do the artwork, then I'm putting it up online myself, and I'm pushing it myself. And I was trying to get into merchandise and all the other stuff. So I was like, look, I can't handle this all on my own. So I needed some assistance. And she actually came forward to be help me out in the PA department. So ever since then, that's when she told me, I actually can sing. This is what we bought it on initially. You know what I mean? So I was going to work on her project, and she was going to help me out with my stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. That's basically backdoor.
No, man.
I'm just.
It's exchange of service, so like it's balanced. We're balancing things out.
Balance.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me your story. When did music start for you?
Music started way back. But being an African child, born in an African home, raised by African parents. Yeah, they're just like, no, man, that's not gonna happen. So basically, everything I learned music-wise was through choirs. I was in choir primary school, I was in choir high school, and then that's when the whole struggle began. Because I'm a creative, like Father said, I'm into events. That's me. I'm into fashion. I'm into music, and none of my parents are having it. They're like, nah, man. It's not
Standard.
No, it's not gonna
It's
happen.
not even the
Yeah,
slightest
my dad
surprise.
was worse. And then I did my A's. I flunked. We're not gonna talk about that. And then I was like, no, I want to do fashion. And my dad was like, fine, you've been at this. And I did fashion. And then I came top of my class with a certificate. And then that's when it was like, nah, I'm done. I changed my mind. I'm not doing this anymore.
Keep going.
Keep going? Okay. And then after that, I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm going to do me, one way or the other. That's when I started to try find places to try and record. I got into dingy places. I don't want to lie. Oh, my gosh. Dingy places.
Tax the studio.
No, Danny, don't do
The
that.
dust in this.
But when I was in there, I remember I did this. Yeah, I did this chorus for this one guy. That song, I don't even know where it went. And then I did meet Xander. I know Xander, baby.
Mr. Nice Batch.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Batch. He used to stay in my hood, and I went to his studio, but I never got to record that time either, because not that I'm talking. Can I just put it out there? It's not Xander I'm talking about. It is not Xander I'm talking about. It's difficult as a female to get good deals in the studios because they be out here like, oh, you trying to record?
They want a little something.
Like how badly you want to do
Yo,
this song?
let's
That
do
sucks,
something,
man.
And so I'd always be like, you know what? If this is the deal, then I'm not doing it. And I'd walk away.
Really? that doesn't surprise me that's a thing, but I guess I haven't really given a lot of thought to it. Would you guys say the same thing? Like,
I mean, most definitely. Oh shit! No, Rue, you talk.
People know I'm crazy.
can we have less of Rue talking? I'm kidding. Jeez.
See,
You know what? You can take this thing.
girl, let me say. Let me speak for everybody. Should I speak for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. It's a thing. You know, especially in Zimbabwe. You know,
Thirst bucket.
bro. Set aside even just what type of fan base you've got or following or the name that you make. There's always like this weird mentality. And it's everywhere, you know, even in the biggest studios. And I won't put name to it, but you know what I mean? Where you just find, it's almost like they feel like they're justified to ask for that as a way to accommodate what they're doing for you. Even though you're putting out money, you're putting out, you know? But it's almost like if you don't entertain that to a certain extent, they're going to make it a difficult process for you. So, I don't know. Am I lying? Nope. There we go.
That's disappointing. Okay. Listen, creep ball producers.
Yeah, guys.
Stop it. All right. All right. So, did you ever feel the need to like make an issue out of it or to report? I suppose there won't really be anything solid to actually say.
You can't do nothing. You can't go and be like, so he said to me, they'll be like, so what you want us to do? So no, I just walked away and let it go.
All right. Sorry.
It's okay. I mean, you know, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I'm in the right place now. So
reason, cool. Rue's song. Okay, yeah.
We got this. Boo.
I see you.
All right. So not Xander's studio was stressing your life.
What?
So, can we? Hey guys. So you were trying to record. So at this point, you didn't have anything that you'd actually recorded,
no,
but you wanted
nothing.
to record.
So this is literally my first recorded song that belongs to me. I'm gonna separate y'all.
Okay, all right. But you featured on a couple other people's songs.
No one relevant.
Oh,
No, but I'm just saying, man. You
okay,
even
so
if I'm to say
neither
names,
Rue nor Ubu should be PR for VeryUs. I'm just saying.
But a little honesty is key. You know what? I think the problem with a lot of people, they think could be keeping quiet to certain things is considered, oh, you're just...
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about.
I'm talking about, for example, when you describe French people. You know what I mean? It's
a fact.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta phrase it in certain ways so that you don't insult or offend people. PR wise, as an artist, not perfect. Do it, fam. But if you're gonna be PR, but that's another story. Anyway, all right, cool. So the one that you've done with Verseless is basically your first track out.
Yes, it is.
So I take it Verseless didn't. Like he did. If he's blink twice, if he's asking for weird stuff from the studio.
No, man, no. No, stop. Never. No. He did that.
All right. So far, it's fine.
So far, it's good.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you. All right. Can we get the mic to Fluid? Versus, tell me about Fluid. But anyway, you've been working with him for a while, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me how you linked up with Fluid.
Fluid met him. Was it Book Cafe?
No,
before that.
Chen's video shoot in Daniel, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
there was the music video shoot for Daniel Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yes. So he came through.
Oh yeah,
with
you did
Chen.
that. Yeah. By the
Yes.
way. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So we met there for the first time, and then we met again at Book Cafe. It was still Book Cafe. And that's obviously when we exchanged numbers and so on and so forth. So I was actually working with. I remember what he sent me something when I was actually at Dan Jenkins' house, or working on another song with Dan. So he sent me like a freestyle track, and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Then I found he actually sings as well, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then I brought him in just to find out what he's all about. And at that time, I was making my home EP. So he listened to some of the stuff that I was making and fell in love with it. He jumped on it immediately. He jumped on both the tracks that have vocals, the other two don't. So, yeah, after that, here we are. So really, because I think like 10 Diamond was his mentor, so obviously, being shout out to homie. So
Yeah. Chisungora zacho chimbaba chindara.
Now you're just mixing up.
I know this guy is everywhere. Fluid.
One to them, 10 Diamond.
Awfully. So
yeah, shout out to you. Yeah.
So basically, through meeting 10 Diamond, I met Fluid, and here we are today.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, so I did ask earlier what your role was, because there's no... Mal, you're not a rapper, bruh. So you're like... no, I mean, come on, you're a singer. That's what I mean. That's what I'm... Come on, guys. Whoa. Okay, we'll get back to that. So you basically handle most of any rapping...
No.
you do your own tracks.
I
Listen,
do
this is still me having that mindset. Of
I do my own tracks. Everybody does their tracks. They're right there. Shit. Okay.
Yo, this interview's gonna sound like that one Pussycat Dolls song. What was it?
Which
beep? I don't give a beep if you.
So yeah, everybody does their songs, and I just write mine also. But if there's help, and I think in the future I'm gonna write some things for others, Yeah.
All right. So writing as well. Oh yeah, dope.
Yeah.
All right. So we've also got. Wait, no. Tell me, Fluid, what musical history you have.
Oh yeah, I started singing in church a long time ago, and then I was kicked out of church because.
What happened?
as one does, yes.
Yeah, it was one of those churches which is really strict about music. So I used to sing in choir, so I started putting some in the choir, and they're like, "This is not God given."
So did you get kicked out of church or the choir?
Apparently, from the church, because it was really controversial and stuff. So yeah. I just decided, okay, let me give myself some space, and then I started doing some commercial things, and they're like, "Hey, Fluid, you're not called Fluid. Hey, you're doing worldly music. That's what they call it." So I was like, "Yo, I'm doing this," and from there, there was this Zimmy Pop competition in 2012. Then I contested, and then I won. And then
boom.
Yeah, and then they were saying they said they were going to give me a deal to do a video for me, and they lied and they didn't do anything. So that's when I started knowing 10 Diamond, and then that's when he started mentoring me. And then from there I've been learning. So for the past 3 years I've been in the shadows, just trying to see how the industry is, and trying to learn and see the weaknesses of other people, and then I am.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So now I think I'm really ready to bang this thing, like squeeze
the music thing. The music thing. The music thing.
Yeah, like. Yeah, to squeeze it. It's the industry.
Music.
I want to squeeze the industry. I want to take the crown. That's a fact. Yeah.
All right. Now, Godspeed, as they say. Maya.
What's up, my guy?
How did Verseless? How did you link up with Maya?
There's a song I was working on for my album, and I brought him in. I brought him and Marcques together, right? Yeah. So the song was going to be like a medley. It's called Life of the Party. It's actually one of the songs that came out. But like this is like the full version. It's like 8 minutes long. So talked to Maya and Marcques to come through. They liked the song. They wrote to it. And then from there, creation. Just best music, Galo.
Yeah, we've had Mile before, so I don't want to hear your history, but
word.
Yeah, just maybe what we can say is since we last spoke when you released your EP, what's been what's gone on with you?
Well, aside from just promoting that and trying to get some shows done in SA, I came back, started working on an album with Verseless, and incidentally, he was basically just cooking up the idea of like having this ensemble of artists work together and do what we're doing now.
Yeah.
and it just happened to fit in with everything. So I felt like, hey, why not just release a single under this particular thing? And now it became a movement, and now it is what it is.
All right.
So I think that covers everything.
All right. So that's VeryUs then. Cool. All right. This is exciting, man. Obviously, I've always felt that the biggest things missing in the Zimbabwean music industry was the actual structure of an industry. You had people that were putting out music without any sort of direction or without any kind of structure, without any strategy and plans and a business mind towards it. So when you have like music stables that come out, and I said this when Chengeto came out, which in a similar way was this very loosely put together stable of music where people signed contracts, they still did music outside, but within the Chengeto structure, they had access to producers, they had access to a certain strategy in releasing that music. And look how well that worked out for them, man. So, you know, I mean, it did. Don't look at me like that, Ubu. It worked out well. Now, obviously, things have switched around a little bit.
Didn't they close up?
They actually did
up shop,
close.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait. What are you trying to say, bro? Like,
Are you trying to chuck some
Chengeto
shade?
started out. They got these artists.
Okay.
They put out music. It was
Okay.
wildly successful. I
Okay.
swear at some stage, 80% of Zimbabwean radio was playing Chengeto music.
Okay.
All right? It didn't shut down because of issues. It evolved into something else. So that's another story for another time, and that's cool.
Okay.
All I'm saying is Chengeto was successful
Okay.
because they put a bit of structure to what they did. There's a lot of stuff they did wrong.
Uh-huh.
It's another story for another time.
I'm just checking, Danny. I just want us to be clear.
We got lots
I don't.
All right, man. So you've released these 7 singles, or in the process. Well, now done. What's the plan from here on out?
Now, that was just like an introduction. You know, so now we're actually moving forward. First things first is we're going to be now releasing actual projects. So I released Antithesis Light, my album, last year, 23 July. Now I'm releasing it again with a deluxe edition with way more tracks. And obviously a whole line of merchandise and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And Antithesis Dark will come a bit later. So it's a 2-part album. And Antithesis Light Deluxe Edition is coming out on the 3rd of April. Then we have Mile, this album.
Another album? What are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing a hip hop, an R&B and hip hop,
No, I wasn't.
an R&B and hip hop album, right? Conceptual.
Put it out there.
Yeah, and it's a conceptual album I've been putting together since December. So Philo's been executive producing that for some time now. And
How's
so I got an album coming out
how's Krim?
on the 12th of April. You gonna hear all about it.
Oh, so
when the
everything's
album come
explained
out.
on the album?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
dope. All right,
yeah.
just like. So his EP was very much. No, you gotta understand it was.
Miles, you're keeping secrets.
His EP was a window into his relationship.
Oh God. No, but you know what? Not oh God, like that's bad. Oh God, like I get it, but it must
Like
be
it
hard
was
to do
like
that, right?
it was dope because like he was talking about just like him and his relationship. So I was just asking how that was going.
That's
Okay.
what we call artistry.
Yeah,
They don't know
yes.
how you
I guess
feel.
we
dude.
really
It's all
did.
inspired by something at the
Yeah.
end of the day, Miles. Don't worry about what Danny says. Danny just, it's okay.
What are you about to do, Chengeto?
What am I? What?
Like what's
Oh.
coming up? What are you working
Bro,
on?
we're about to have a video for Nighttime Love. That's what's about to
Take
happen.
it there's gonna be no snakes.
No, of course not. But it's gonna be like a lot of dancing and stuff.
All right.
I'm gonna dance a lot, so we'll see how it goes. I really am not a good dancer, but guys, like, don't look at me like I'm being serious. Like, I like start heavily breathing on stage with Amara. It's just like I'm like, oh my God, it's a lot. Anyways, but no, yeah, videos. Next single will come up after that, and then I have an EP that's supposed to come out in September. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's what's going on.
All
And
right,
a
working
bunch of
towards the EP in
videos,
September.
and then I'm gonna start rapping for you guys. I want to.
Like I know you're saying that as a joke, but you actually did like sort of rap on on what's it, your love song? What's it called? Let me love come love you down. You actually did a bit of rapping on that song. All right,
Okay.
Ubu, what are you working on?
Got a single coming up, another one. soon, and then an EP in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. EP in June. Single coming up. No videos. No.
Not yet. Not on my roster. No, nothing yet.
Tell you what. After this, Two Broke Twimbos, there's gonna be a bunch of studios hitting you up. Like, listen, we don't do that at my joint. Come through.
Dope. I'm waiting.
It's not gonna happen. We have like 3 listeners. I don't know. I don't know. Where do you think that?
1, 2, 3.
I'm out here trusting you, man. You playing with me?
Fluid. What do you?
Why did you skip? Why did you do that though? Why though?
What did I do?
No.
Is there a
Take it back.
particular order? Is there an order we're doing things?
I mean, I was just putting it out here. You know.
No, listen, I'm in charge of the integrity of this show. I gotta make sure it sounds good. So, Fluid, what are you working on, fam?
Yeah, I'm working on a mixtape.
Yep.
And my EP is already finished. So I'm gonna release my EP after my mixtape. So I was supposed to release my EP in April. So I'm thinking to exceed it and release it maybe in May, and then release my mixtape in April. So yeah, it's fire. It's fire.
April mixtape, EP May.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanna blast the industry.
Do you know what? I assume you're saying all these things just like accidentally, like because there's so much. All right.
I just don't know.
All right, man. Listen, yo, thanks for sitting with us.
Danny, I swear on God, man.
You're throwing
I
shade.
just don't
Sorry,
believe
man,
it. I don't
I'm just playing
believe
with
it.
you. Tell me what you got coming up, Rue.
It's okay.
Besides
Come on.
your attitude. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Come on, girl. Come on. Sorry. Just tell him.
Rue got a French album coming out.
I'm releasing a video, working on a video for my single Down with John Cole. Shout out to John Cole. We've got a 10-day tour coming up, so y'all need to stay tuned for that from the 27th of March to the 10th of April. EPs.
Whoa, you can't just breeze through that. You got a tour
now
coming
you're
up?
interested. Yes. Then EP's out July.
You guys are just making a big deal out of nothing. What's this tour going to be comprised? Like, where are you going?
We're doing Mutare, Marondera, Blueo, Gweru.
With John Cole?
Yeah. And a few other cats. Stay tuned. Be on the lookout. Just keep watching. Something big is coming. So, yeah.
Dope. All right. Cool. All right, so there's a tour and there's something else that you were saying after that.
EP out in July.
All right. You're right, man. Everybody is working on something.
Exactly.
All right, listen, thanks for sharing your story with us. What I'm hoping is at some point, as things progress, we can have y'all individually, depending on if you're relevant, you know what I mean? That pretty much depends on how well y'all do. You know what I'm saying? This is not an insult. I'm just saying.
That's how the industry is.
Yeah, that's what the industry is. I mean, the better you do with your stuff, the more likely you're going to get interviews and stuff. And because people want to hear what's going on, you know? What is? That's why Marcus wouldn't.
Danny,
treat
is this
me
something you
like
want
this.
to tell us? Like,
I wish Marcus was here. I don't understand. No, I know. To be honest, I'm a big fan. Philo sent me. You didn't send me all the songs, man. You sent me 3, I think. Anyway, it's fine. We'll talk about it afterwards. But the little I've heard, I'm quite impressed with the whole thing. And shout out to y'all and all the best. And I hope it works out for you. Listeners out there, both of you, please support VeryUs on their social medias, on their whatnot, and please support us as well, man. It's Two Broke Twimbos. We still broke. It's 3 years down the line, and we still haven't been able to change our name. Please, so
Maybe two middle class Twimbos.
if things work out for us, 2 slightly above the poverty line Twimbos. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much us. Phil sends his greetings. This episode sounds amazingly clean and probably like it's like one of the best in a while because he wasn't on it. But we want him around. You know what I mean? It's not fair. Yeah, so
Feeds happy.
all right, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Verseless, shout out to you, man, and shout out to all you artists. On 3, let's all say Danny. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be the only one who was quiet. Everybody was quiet, so I was very proud.
Hi, man. This is Two Broke Twimbos. We done and dusted with another episode. We back again next week. You know what to do. Hit us up on the website. That's twobroketwimbos.com. You can subscribe to us on iTunes. You can find us anywhere that you can find RSS feeds, or you can subscribe to podcasts. That's Stitcher. That's iTunes. We're on YouTube. We're on SoundCloud. We're on everything. If you have Viber, also look for the public chat for Two Broke Twimbos. That's growing pretty rapidly. We'll be able to give you some content directly to that. My name is Danny That Guy, and we're signing out of here. Until next time.
We broke.